empty box again. That's right. Today we're going to be having a look at, continuing along my set of the X-Men Legends. Today we're going to be having a look at Magneto. Magneto, the master of magnetism. Once again, another good reason to own this set is for this Magneto figure here. Really nice looking figure. There's not very many Magneto figures around. Definitely, if you were lucky enough to have picked up the Magneto here from Series 3, if you weren't lucky enough to pick up this figure, definitely a good time to get this box set, because then you can go back and get the same Magneto figure. Now, it's not quite the exact same figure, very similar to Wolverine. It is a remold of the initial Magneto from Series 3. The only difference is, though, they've retooled the head. I'll just take the helmet off here so you guys can see. If you have a look at the Magneto here from Series 3, as you can see, his mouth is closed, and he looks a little angry. Like he kind of looks like he's pouting. I don't know what he's pouting for, but he definitely doesn't look like a happy guy. If we compare it over, though, to Magneto from the set here, as you can see, eyes are a little bit bluer. I think you guys can make it out on the X-Men Legends set, but most notably, you can see that his mouth is open, and he's angry, and he's yelling, and he wants people to listen to him. But hair's a little whiter on this one. This hair is a little more gray, a little more like a bluish gray, whereas this is a little more whiter. Now personally, I like my Magneto with the helmet on, and I don't know if I like the face on this Magneto. I like the face on this one. I don't know if I like the mouth open, but I think the eyes are a lot nicer on this figure. But aside from that, and aside from what looks to be just a slight difference in coloring on the purple here, it almost looks like the Magneto from Series 3 has a little bit of like a glitter in the purple paint, whereas this Magneto doesn't seem to have as much of it. So I mean, I don't know if that was intentional. It probably wasn't. But the helmet is the exact same as well. And the helmet's not different. This one looks a little shinier, if anything, but it's the exact same helmet. But so there you go. I mean, there's not really much difference. I won't review this Magneto just because it is the exact same figure as the X-Men Legends. So I'll put this guy out of the way so you guys don't have to look at that. And what we'll do is we'll focus on the Magneto figure from this set. Really good figure. I mean, it's again, I'm not sure if a lot of people would prefer the mouth open or the mouth shut, but I'm the type that I prefer Magneto more aggressive, more angry. I don't know if I like the really conserved Magneto. Still to this day, I mean, Magneto, especially in cartoons, Magneto has been interpreted a couple of different ways, whether it be the horrible X-Men Evolution, which I really didn't like, Wolverine and the X-Men, there was the 90s X-Men, there was, but I think of all of the Magnetos, I think to this day my favorite Magneto is still the Magneto from Pride of the X-Men. Oh, I love that cartoon. I really wish Pride of the X-Men had been picked up for a full series instead of just the two-part pilot. To me, that still is one of the coolest, if not the coolest, X-Men cartoon ever made. If you heard my rant before with the X-Men 90s cartoon, it was alright. I just really didn't like the animation. But the animation from the 90s, from the Pride of the X-Men cartoon, was awesome. And I just really wish they had picked that up. Now the Magneto is really detailed, as you can see. He's got a really nice detailed cape as well. It's that soft, pliable plastic, like a rubbery plastic, and loads of articulation. But we'll get into that in a second. His one accessory, aside from his base, but his one accessory is his helmet, his trademark helmet. that you can put on him. And to me, I think I like it a little more that he's angry than just being reserved. The one thing I really liked about the Pride of the X-Men Magneto is, and you can't quite get it right here, but I like the fact that the mask is a little more closed in, and you can't really see much aside from his mouth and his eyes. I really like the fact that, you know, you can't really see too much. Unfortunately, with this figure, I think to have it right, I mean, you see a little bit. You still see the mouth and the eyes, but I definitely will keep the mask on him, or the helmet on him. That's, to me, that's the way Magneto should look. Now, in the way of his articulation, he has articulation in the head. He has articulation in the shoulders, in the bicep, 2 points in the elbow, in the wrist, and also in the fingers. You'll also notice too that he's got this weird kind of articulation shoulder thing happening, where you can actually raise and lower the shoulder area as well. So I guess if you want to extend his arms out and make it look like he's summoning, he's bringing down the walls kind of thing, you can do that. Doesn't look too bad because the cape can hide most of that. He has also articulation in the torso, or in the mid-torso, and he's got this really weird articulation. It almost looks like it's going to break off. I guess it's just because of the way the belt was sculpted that it looks like it's so... It almost looks like that piece is going to come right off, but hopefully it doesn't. But he has articulation in the leg, in the thigh, 2 points in the knee, in the calf, the foot, and also in the toe. Really, really nice figure. I mean, that's actually probably the way I'll pose him, is like that. But I definitely like Magneto. Magneto is still such a cool villain, and I would say you can't go wrong picking up this set, especially for the fact if you haven't picked up a Magneto already, definitely this is the way to go. Again, I don't know, not a lot of people might like the open mouth. I like the open mouth because he definitely looks meaner, and I like the mean Magneto, not the civilized Magneto. But there you go, guys. There was a toy spot on the X-Men Legends, Marvel Legends box set, the X-Men Legends Magneto. And I hope that hit the spot, guys. And stay tuned for more videos, more spots on the remaining figures from this set. And with that, I'll see you guys next time. Later.